do that, it'll go out to hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah.
It's up to you. I don't want to compel you.
No.
Only if you feel comfortable.
I mean, it doesn't sound too bad, but
I'm good, but I don't really I'm probably the best person to represent the group as a whole in terms of the beliefs.
If you don't feel comfortable, it's fine. But I don't want to make any compulsion for you.
Yeah,
it's straightforward stuff. It's just speaking to you about what you believe, why you're out here, and that's it.
Yeah,
nothing more than that.
Yeah. I mean, I can speak to it quickly if that's all right.
Yeah, very briefly.
We're just trying in the middle of that.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, go for it.
So we're joined by our friend here, who I think is a part of the fight.
We're supporters of fight racism, fight imperialism.
Fantastic.
So yeah, should I just say what we were doing here today?
Yeah, I mean, you can go ahead.
Yeah, cool. So today we were supporting a march which was called by an organisation called Movement for Justice, and we thought this was a very important march to support. It's ended here in sunny Stratford. The goals of this march
Can't see the sun.
were to support victory to the Palestinian resistance, and it was pointing out that this victory would be a victory for oppressed people and working class people all over the world, not just in Palestine. And the other thing that was really important that we thought Movement for Justice needs to be supported in saying was they were bringing together the Palestinian struggle with the struggle against racism in Britain. So particularly they are highlighting the PREVENT programme, which I'm sure the viewers are aware. PREVENT has been used to criminalise solidarity with Palestine. We've seen in the news a young British Palestinian kid with relatives in Gaza.
Only 1 mile from here.
Yeah, exactly. And he's been criminalised for showing a national symbol while his people are being erased from this world. And also we're aware of college students out in West London who are being also criminalised for doing college strikes in solidarity with Palestine. This is all part of PREVENT. This is political policing in the education system, so that's why we're standing.
Fantastic. I mean, I'm fully aware of that case you mentioned. This young Palestinian child, only a month ago, lost I think 45 members of his family, some obscene amount. He's come out. He's simply gone to school with a emblem or a badge, I think, in solidarity with his deceased relatives, and the school have asked him to take it off. He's refused. They've suspended him from school. Now they've gone forward to try to imply some form of imposition within people for simply protesting out, and the brutal reality is that they've put forward a understanding of a PREVENT. PREVENT is a system which tries to de-radicalize people at a young age, particularly youth. But all the young man did was have a little badge in solidarity. And look at the system, how it jumped, but of more concern. And this becomes not conspiratorial, but factual. The teachers, for example, who took this decision, obviously they're being told from above, this is what you must do. So even something as basic as a human rights sign or just a protest was used as an emblem of PREVENT, which was, I found it frightening. To be honest, it's frightening. The way the system is monopolizing and trying to de-alienate people to even have a thought process. I mean, the brutal reality of what we're seeing in the media, of what they're going through is, we know the genocide taking place, but our government, who seem to be esoteric, I would say Satanists. I would encourage people, you're a particular generation, to watch a film called The Satanic Rites of Dracula, 1973. I believe, to the exact militude, they are enacting that film right here, right today. So, because they're Satanists, this is my belief anyway.
Sure.
Yeah, and they are really heavily into the occult, and they are plotting things. I mean, that's going off the point, but I know what you're here for, and I really admire your passion, even as a non-Muslim. This is essentially an Islamic channel, but it shows that people out there are very decent. So Muslims need to be aware as well that even non-Muslims out there feel very passionately about the atrocities that are taking place in Gaza, and they're doing their work. You see, they're doing whatever they can. And we invite them, obviously we believe Islam is the way of life. It's an objective way that we believe that God wants us to lead a life. But we also respect what you have to say, you see. In Christians and Jews in particular in the Quran, they're referred to as people of the book. Revelation was given to them. So, we admire what you've got to do. It's a cold, wet Saturday. It's not sunny, as you jokingly said. Westfield is not far from here. There's an organisation, if I'm allowed to name it, should I name it? One which is selling the clothes, which is particularly been rampant in the news,
right, yeah.
Which Zara in effect, which has supporting Israel. So you're coming out and highlighting, so we really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your time and your sentiments. Thank you so much. Take care, sir. a very nice conversation with our peasant friend over here. Come out on a wet Saturday afternoon here in Westfield to really propagate the Palestinian cause and to make the people aware of this, the brutality taking place. And we are in Stratford. We've got Dawah tables here, very popular Dawah tables where a lot of people take information and leaflets. So we encourage people maybe to come down, and when there's further protests taking place, to attend, make the government aware. We're not going to tolerate your complicity in the brutality taking place in the genocide in Gaza. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide this young man and really try to help the Palestinians in whichever way you can. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.